But we're gonna move on to our last one of tonight. Now I wanted to show y'all the Stephen A. Smith and how he reacted to Dana White. Y'all heard how Stephen A. Smith. I mean, we've been talking about it for the last 2 days. We won't be talking about it tomorrow. I know y'all probably tired of me talking about this, but it's something that you shouldn't be tired of. You should be tired that the world doesn't cover you the same. The media keep making us look like we are domestic. I do understand that, my ladies, y'all are out here getting attacked by men. I do get that. But it's like everything bad. It's like the protege for that everything bad is somebody black. When it comes to homosexual, black. When it comes to domestic violence, black. When it comes to the R word, some black. When it comes to men want to shoot women, like, it's just a lot going on. When it comes to being the criminals, gang banging, the most violent people in the world, oh man, them black people. Like, we get put on. No, is they gonna talk about how them people's over there going to war right now over El Chapo sons? Them people's over there right now fighting the military. What? We ain't that bad compared to what we seeing when it comes to bloggers. But ain't nobody trying to cover that. Oh, why? Because it ain't a part of the United States? Because it ain't happening on our grounds? Okay. But they cover everything else that happened. But ain't nobody talking about how these people got them and going to war with the military. Maybe they're not talking about it because that might give people ideas over here. I don't know. But I don't think we can fight our military. We got a different type of military. But it just goes to show that we don't have a fight. When them Mexicans get disrespected on their job, the entire Mexican establishment, all of them leave. They leave as one. They live in a house as one. They drive the same car. They all jump in the truck as one. Maybe we should learn something from how Mexicans operate. Maybe we should look at them and say, maybe we should learn to stick together when one of us is getting disrespected on the job. Okay. Okay, they just cut me out. I'm back. But if I put a dog in a pen with one bone, if I put two dogs in a pen with one bone, of course them dogs gonna fight. So that's what they did to us from a baby. We've been bred to fight for the scraps. We've been doing it for so long that we don't know how to stop. We grow up to be 40, 50, 60-year-old men, women fighting for scraps. But we have to, it's like, we got to see that this shit was set up like this, and we got to start to fight as one. We need to start learning from others. We need to look at people that working together. We need to figure out how can we copy that style. Can we copy? Yeah, they probably glitched my shit on Twitch. It's still going on YouTube, but they glitched it on Twitch. So let's get into this Dana White situation, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
A video published by TMZ.
Let's listen to this Stephen A. Smith. This is what I want y'all to hear from this Dana White. I want you to hear how Stephen A. Smith and everybody cover, like when it comes to these people that go so hard at all these athletes for their wrong choices in life. They don't go the same when it comes to them going back at a non-black person. They have all the smoke in the world for black people, but they have no smoke for non-black people.
his wife Ann in a VIP area of a nightclub during a New Year's Eve celebration in Cabo, Mexico. Dana White can be seen in the video saying something to Ann White, at which point she slaps him in the face. Dana White then slaps her back before the two are quickly separated. If I could get the control room out of my ear, please. Here's Dana's apology in part to TMZ. I'm literally making no excuses for this thing at all. It's never happened before. It's the first time it's ever happened. People are going to say what they're going to say, and it is what it is.
Imagine one of us being an athlete and saying it is what it is. Don't make no sense, bro. Nigga said it is what it is.
Whatever people say is deserved, I deserve it. Now, in a separate interview with TMZ, his wife, Ann White, said this: to say this is out of character for him is an understatement. Nothing like this has ever happened.
And look at what I'm talking about. Look at how they let the white woman protect her white husband. But that's not what they're going to go with when it comes to you black relationships. When it comes to the black relationship, they make sure they separate that shit. You can never go back with him. And they'll criticize that woman if she want to get back with her husband. If she say, my husband have never done that before. He done it this time. It's out of character, but I still love him. They make you look like a fool. As a black woman, they make you look like a fool if you and your husband get into it. Ain't no way you going back to that beater. He beat you, you going back to... Look how bad they talking about Ray Rice's wife when she got back with her husband. Look how bad they criticized Rihanna for saying she still loved Chris Brown. Because in her words, as they said it, she started it. But somehow she started it, yet Chris Brown had to go through all that shit. This is what I mean. They didn't make her go against her husband. Ain't nobody out there saying her name, apparently Ann White. Ann White, you crazy. You gonna get back with Dana White after he did that to you? But boy, let us attack one of our ladies. Let it be our first time. Let it be too much to drink. And God damn it, boy, we can never hear the end of it. We watch all day, every day, Blueface girlfriend beating him up and assaulting him. And yet the world still saying, man, she got to get away from Blueface. He going to end up killing that girl. Oh, she looks so bad since she got with him. Ain't nobody saying, a few people, but the majority of the world is saying Blueface is the issue, not the girl. What the fuck? Make it make sense. This girl is whooping this boy ass live on TV every time you look around. Yet the world fear for the girl, not for him. This boy out here with black eyes. Man, make it make sense. This man that's supposed to be a gangster somehow getting his ass beat every other day by his girlfriend, and the world fear for her. Oh man, she looks so bad since she got with Blueface. Oh, wow, man. They want her to leave him. Get away from Blueface. But why ain't nobody going to tell Dana White's wife to get away from him? Why ain't nobody tell this woman right here? Why ain't nobody trying to go support her to get this man locked up for beating her? Okay, for everybody that's on Twitch, let me see. Let me write Twitch right quick. Twitch saying they can't hear me. All right, let me play this while I message the people on Twitch. But listen to this. I want y'all to listen to what Stephen A. Smith got to say about this, how he feel about Dana White. But we know Stephen A. Smith crucified every nigga in the media. He don't give them no motherfucking pass. He don't make excuses. And I'm going to show y'all him how he went off on Floyd Mayweather. And even though it wasn't no evidence, it wasn't no pictures, it was just what a woman said. I'm going to show you. But listen to how he gave an excuse for Dana White. TMZ did the same thing. Oh, Dana White, it was a lot of alcohol involved. Also, That's an excuse for what Dana White did now? Listen to Stephen A. Smith.
Before. So though White is the face of the UFC, Stephen A., it is an entity owned by Endeavor. What type of discipline should Dana face?
Well, my immediate response to that is whatever discipline he should face is the kind of discipline he would impose on someone he oversees, because that would be consistent with who he is. Now, I will openly confess to you, and I certainly, we shouldn't end this segment without getting your take on this. I will tell you this,
bro. Let me get on that right now. And if you heard Molly don't play around when it comes to them black boys assaulting them women. Let me get on that right quick. If you've been watching First Take, when there's a story of a black nigga doing a crime, that goddamn
just somebody that's connected in the world of sports. He's a friend. I love the guy personally. So this is a very hard subject for me. We talk all the time. We certainly connected briefly since this happened. He knew there's no way on earth that I wasn't going to talk about it. My heart goes out.
Look at that. He gave his boy a heads up, let him know, man, I'm going to speak on this subject. I just want to let you know I'm going to have to cover this. Well, boy, when them niggas making their decision and they make the mistake, boy, that goddamn nigga Stephen A. Smith, he don't come at him like this. But I'm going to show it to you.
Out to his family, because this is a very, very embarrassing situation. He says it has never, ever happened before. He's completely ashamed and utterly disgusted with himself that he finds himself in this situation, that he would ever have done such.
Stephen A. Smith is speaking for the man. This same dude we see put his boot all the way up these boys' ass. What he means. Stephen A. Smith put his foot all the way up these nigga ass. But he don't got nothing to say about Dana White, other than Dana White is truly sorry. Boy, look at this shit here.
Such a thing to a woman he's been married to for 30 years, who's the mother of his 3 children.
Yeah, damn! Damn, Stephen A. Smith. Boy, I wish you could talk about us like that. Or wish you could talk about them black boys or them black men that make a mistake and do some fucked up shit for the first time. Boy, it'd be nice to see you do that. Boy, look at this nigga. He feel bad. Man, these niggas are funny. Man, this shit is crazy. This nigga feel hurt that his friend Dana White is going through what he going through. We seen how he just took up for Skip Bayless on the fucking DeMar Hamlin stuff. God damn, boy, look at this shit here.
And he makes no excuses for it. And I think it's important to point that out. I also think it's important to point out that she validates what he asserts, that it's never happened before, that it was completely out of character. And she even pointed to the fact that they were out and they were drinking and all of that other stuff as well. In the end, he's not making any excuses, certainly not for me nor anybody out there to make an excuse, because particularly within the times that we're living in, and with all the things that we've learned and the kind of the inordinate amount of times we've had to address subjects like this, we have to maintain consistency in pointing out, you do not put your hands on a woman if you are a man. You do not do it. Dana White knows that. And, all I can say is that, again, he has spoken out against men who put their hands on women before, and whatever punishment you would exact under these circumstances to somebody else is what he should apply to himself. But I love him.
I could see him doing something even stricter just because he's the leader. And he's the leader of men. So to your point, not just what's enacted to a fighter, but maybe a little stiffer.
Sure.
Because he's the head. I just want to say a couple of things. They talked about.
God damn! Is this real? We done seen Molly cut up on niggas. If y'all don't watch First Take, you might not know what I'm talking about. We done seen domestic violence situation happen, and Molly don't fuck around. Now they saying, oh, it was alcohol involved. How many situations where it's alcohol involved in domestic violence? Most of the times, 10 out of 10. God damn, boy. They known him for a long time. They buddies. Everybody friend now. This is my friend, and I know he wouldn't do nothing like this. Oh, so the other niggas ain't your friends, but they said, man, we never got a fight like this. This is the first time this done happened. But goddamn, boy, y'all don't hold nothing back. But goddamn, they holding it back when it comes to this right here. This is what it means to have white power. You make niggas buckle up, man. Boy, I tell you.
Punishment part. And the other piece that I just want to say, as a woman, it was also his wife's hands on him. So no one should be putting their hands.
She blamed the woman? And oh my God. Boy, I tell you, boy, I need to be a white man for a day. God damn. Dana White got them saying that the woman actually hit. How many niggas been out here saying this crazy bitch hit me first? Oh my God, boy, what that white power look like? What that white power look like? She actually said the woman has hit the man. How many times do niggas say she struck me in the face? I hit her back. You should never put your hands on a woman. God damn, boy. Am I seeing this shit in real? This shit can't be real.
Hands on anyone.
Okay.
Male, female, female, male.
Oh my
like I
God.
said, you're absolutely right. I don't disagree. I have nothing to add other than I just think it's important that if you're going to sit on this platform, you owe it to your audience to be honest. Yeah. To be honest and forthcoming. Dana White is not just somebody I know in sports, nor you. He's a friend.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I just wish the best for him and his family. And you know, he knows. He knows how wrong.
Hey, these motherfuckers, people like this need to be counseled because they can't call it down the middle. I guess that's what happened when you own somebody else's network and, you know, we have to keep our jobs and certain things we're afraid to say and do. We're afraid to stand up to the boss at work because we don't want to get fired. And see, I've been racially fired before. I know what it looked like. I've been racially fired. So I don't like shit like that. I don't like it, bro, at all. I'm from Mississippi, so of course I done seen a little more than most people seen when it comes to racism. I don't like that shit at all. And I don't like when I see bitch ass nigga willing to disrespect every nigga he get a chance to. But when it comes to non-black people, boy, this is my friend, and I know he ain't like that. I have the utmost respect for him. I'm happy he apologized. He make no excuses. But I mean, it was a lot of alcohol, but he make no excuses. I have an issue in that type of shit. It burns me up. It makes me hot, dog.
He was to do this, and he knows that we're on this air. He knew ahead of time because I reached out to him to let him know I would be talking about this this morning. He knows that he crossed a line that he has never crossed before, and that he swears he will never cross again. And he's incredibly ashamed of himself. And that's just where we are right now. So
I'm not a part of the whole.
I gotta say it one more time. No disrespect to y'all that have a son, but I wanted a son so bad. I got 4 daughters. I wanted a son so bad. But to know that your son can't be a man, and there's consequence for your son to be a man, gotta be scary as a father. It gotta be scary as a father. To know that your son can't be a man. depending on where he work at. The world will bash him and criticize him for being a man and standing up for what's right, for protecting himself, speaking his mind. There's consequence. I'm so happy I don't have a son, and I say that to no disrespect to y'all that have a son. It's scary raising a son because you got to literally tell your son, don't be too much of a man now. You ain't saying it, but you saying it indirectly because that's what they show our sons. They don't speak on, man, it must be I'm speaking for myself. If I had a son, I'd be afraid. Man, I want a son so bad, but I'm so happy when I see stuff like this that I don't have a son. Man, this shit's crazy. Nigga criticize every African American or indigenous or whatever type of Native American, however y'all want to determine what you are. Every chance they get, they go in on black people. But they give every other nigga, non-black, a pass. Let's listen to, hold on.
Culture, and I don't judge people by their worst moment. Yeah. And he has a beautiful family.
Yes, he does.
And I wish the best for them moving
forward. Shut your hoe ass up, bitch. Let's listen to what
he should have.
Boy, look at that. They cut my Twitch off then, didn't it? When I came to play the Floyd Mayweather version, they somehow cut my Twitch off and cut my YouTube off, but I see it pop back on. But let me start it back over just in case y'all missed something. I see they cut me off when I started this. All right, let's go. Let's start it back over. Hopefully YouTube and Twitch don't cut me off again when I play this version of how they treat black men in domestic violence versus how they treat white men in domestic violence. So let's start it again.
Or woman should speak emphatically against domestic violence, and the fact that he finds himself in this situation is egregious and reprehensible, and it's disgusting. And as far as I'm concerned, again, if there's truth to all of that, he's lucky he only got 2 months.
Wow, this is how it goes when it's against a black man being accused where the charge was dropped. But when you have actual proof of what he did, all of a sudden, he's a friend. I know his family. He has a beautiful family. And you know, nothing like that ever happened before. But god damn, boy, a nigga don't get no pass, boy.
He should have been in there. He should have been in jail longer. When I've asked Floyd about things that I've heard face to face, on camera, off camera, he's emphatically and categorically denied it.
Did y'all hear what Stephen A. Smith said about Floyd Mayweather? Let me repeat what he said on national television in April of 2015. He said, the fact that he, Floyd Mayweather, finds himself in this situation is egregious, reprehensible, and disgusting.
Yo, as a father of a son, do you see what I mean? How your son can't get the same respect from this black analyst, but to know that your son will be, if your son was to somehow make it into the professional world, they gonna look at him and view him as a criminal. He's already labeled as a criminal, and when he get caught up in a situation like domestic violence, oh, he should be in jail. He should do this. He should do that. But when it's the other people on the other side of the fence, boy, nobody hold nobody accountable. The women don't get held accountable. They can hit you in the head with a fucking bowling ball, and everybody just keep playing. The volume about to be loud, so brace yourself. Here it comes.
Oh shit! God damn! That nigga sleep. Hit that strike. Roll it. Roll the strike. That nigga sleep. It's over. Oh!
So happy I don't have a son. And that's sad to say, because every man should want a son. You know, I got daughters, but I don't have a son. But my son can't be protected. My daughter can get away with some shit because she black. She got some power. She got the black women that'll support her along with the LBGT. But my black son, if I had a black son, it'd be dangerous for him because he got to deal with the gang. He got to deal with all this other stuff. So, man, I want a son, but boy, look at what my son will have to go through.
Even though in that same piece that he just was speaking on, he mentioned that Floyd Mayweather told him personally on camera and off camera.
He didn't do it.
That it wasn't true. He emphatically denied it. That's what Stephen A. Smith said, right? But yet and still, it was, what does Stephen A. Smith say again? Egregious, reprehensible, and disgusting.
And the nigga said he should have got more than 2 months in jail.
For Floyd Mayweather to find himself in that type of situation. Well, let's see Stephen A. Smith's response when he was asked about how Dana White should face the consequences. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
What type of discipline should Dana face?
Well, my immediate response to that is whatever discipline he should face is the kind of discipline he would impose upon someone he oversees, because that would be consistent with who he is.
Let's hear this Floyd Mayweather take one more time, and then we're gonna close it out right there, man. But it just goes to show, man, having a son, dog, is dangerous. Yo, fellas, I know you're gonna try to do all you can to protect your little man. You know what I'm saying, man? So just make sure they understand that the game is different. For us that have daughters, our daughters can get away with anything, especially assaulting a black man or lying on a black man. Our daughters can get away with that because the world gonna make sure they cater to our black daughters. But our black sons, all I can say is make sure they understand that the game is different. So be careful when you go out here in your dating world. Be careful when you get into altercation. That's why when it comes to the young lady that is the mother of my child, I have to make sure I protect myself, because at any day, yeah, they can say they love you, they can say they care for you, but they can use that shit against you. No matter how good you've been to them, they can flip out on you one day and actually say you did something that you didn't do, that you might make them upset. So for my fathers out here and for my young G's out here, be careful out here, bro. You might make a mistake and react because you get upset. Try your best to walk away. Try your best to get away from the situation because you're not safe. If any allegation be put on you, you're going to have to go to court and fight that shit. It ain't going to be no, he didn't do it. It's going to be your word versus her word. And a lot of times, and some police officers are fair. Some of them are fair, you know. But man, understand that the world going to treat you different. That's all that's all I'm going to say on that, man. One day I hope I have a son. But man, I can honestly say it's safer for me. And I'm happy that I don't have a son yet. Maybe one day I'll have a son. But right now, I can honestly say, man, I'm happy I don't have a son, dog. Like, it's crazy. Our black sons can't be men's. They can't stand up to non-black men's, but they can go shoot black boys down every day. But when it comes to a non-black boy, they don't got nothing to say. But they can tear us down all day, every day. Shit crazy.
As far as I'm concerned, any decent man or woman should speak emphatically against
This is what he said about Floyd Mayweather.
Domestic violence, and the fact that he finds himself in this situation is egregious and reprehensible, and it's disgusting. And as far as I'm concerned, again, if there's truth to all of that, he's lucky he only got 2 months. He should have been in there. He should have been in jail longer. When I've asked Floyd about things that I've heard face to face, on camera, off camera, he's emphatically and categorically denied it.
He talked to the man face to face, on camera and off camera, and the man told him it's not true. Because we all know women do fucking lie. Not all, but there are women out here that do lie and say you attacked them when you did not. You simply hit something out their hand, or you may push them, and they'll say, oh, you hit me. You have to be careful, man. To my fellas out here, to my men out here with sons, man, please advise your son. I know y'all have. I'm just saying it as a friend. I ain't trying to tell you how to be a parent. I'm just a kid myself. I'm trying every day to be a great parent myself. And I don't do good all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying we could do the best I can do. We could work together and try to share information. Our daughters are a little protected. But our black sons, they gonna go through some fucking hell. Look at how our black sons gotta grow up in a world where they can't even drop their nuts. We see a nigga like Shannon Sharp, big motherfucker, let a nigga like Skip walk all over him and disrespect him. But then when it comes to him saying something back, oh, he want to be the bigger man, looking like a pussy up there, letting that little ass white dude talk to him like that. I ain't saying go over there and slap him. I'm saying, hey, you know what? Fuck him. I ain't working with him no more. I gotta find somebody else to work with. I ain't gonna sit up here every day and let this man disrespect me over Tom Brady, then come back and disrespect the sport I played and say it's irrelevant that a man's heart stopped beating on the field and the game should have kept playing when my brother was paralyzed because of the game. So it constantly showed me black men don't have no type of fight in them when it comes to non-black people. But when it comes to people that look like them, oh, nigga, get the guns out. Yeah, nigga ain't gonna disrespect me. But boy, I see they just hit me again. So apparently it just hit me again. So, but we about to get off YouTube. Y'all can stop hitting me. I don't preach racism. I don't preach hatred toward any other race. YouTube, y'all don't got to keep hitting me. Twitch, y'all don't got to keep hitting me. I'm about to get off. Boy, I tell you. It's not safe out here. Protect yourself. Fellas, ladies, please be careful. For my ladies, please keep your hands to yourself. For my fellas, walk away. Walk away. Do not be ashamed to call the police. Do not be ashamed to report to someone that this girl is stepping over the boundary of your space and you ask her to stop multiple times. Go ahead and text somebody. Let them know that you're having issues. Your girl is starting to get aggressive. Protect yourself. Document these things. Because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble, boy. It's not a game. Go ahead and start preparing. If you know you got a girl that get rowdy and she sometimes flinch at you, go ahead and let her friend know. I've been dealing with this for the last, hey, homie, I'm just letting you know. She tried to hit me today. I don't want to call the police on my girl. I love her, but, you know, I ain't love her yet. So I'm just letting you know, man, she's starting to act like this. Okay, boom. Okay, she do it a month later. She swing at you. Hey, homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna leave that girl. So now, baby mama, she came back and said, Javante David did not put his hands on me or my daughter. We was arguing. I was upset. Fellas, protect yourself. It's crazy that we got to move like this, but that's what it is. Go ahead and be informing somebody and keeping documents when your girl trying to assault you or when you simply, you know, because if you push her, in her mind, you hit her. That's what they say now. Even though you tell them, can you leave me alone? You tell them, stop, go on by your business. You go opposite of where they going. They follow you and still antagonize you. But guess what? They still use that shit against you. Try your best to walk away. Ladies, if you being abused and the fellas are out here jumping on you, report they motherfucking ass. Do not let men jump on you. But ladies, what I will say, stop thinking that you can hit these men and it's all good. Stop thinking that, ladies. Especially for you ladies, please stop thinking you can hit these men and walk away. Some of these dudes gonna hit you back. So we need to protect each other. Ladies, let's stop putting our hands on men when they say, hey man, can you leave me alone? Go on by your business. Ladies, stop following the man. Stop following him. Still talking. Go on. Niggas shouldn't have to leave the house for you to leave him alone. If y'all live together, y'all together, y'all married, y'all get into a fight. If I go in the other room, I shouldn't have to keep fucking telling you, go on, bruh. Don't you see? I'm mad right now. Leave me the fuck alone. Why are you still coming in the room? But my fellas, if y'all get into it, bro, you go. If you need to leave the house, leave the house. Or if you need to go in another room, go in another room. But ladies, you shouldn't be following this man. But ladies, like I said, if you going through some domestic violence, report that motherfucker. If the man is jumping on you, report him. But if you hit him and he hit you back, sit your motherfucking ass down and go to bed. You hit him and he hit you back. If you keep following him and he push you, that man ain't hit you, take your motherfucking ass to bed. Don't be coming time I'm finna call the police because you hit me when all he did was push you out the room. Don't go with that bullshit. We gotta start being better. Stop lying on each other. Fellas, don't put your hands on these ladies. Ladies, don't put your hands on these fellas. We all have a responsibility to do. Ladies, you lying saying that shit, then when the police come and shoot this nigga up, or because this man wanna resist arrest, now you feeling sorry. Ain't no nothing. Ain't no nothing, cause ain't no man just finna sit here and let the police be accepting to the police trying to come and put him in handcuffs for what you say he did to you when he didn't do that. That shit ain't no good feeling. We already seeing us being demasculated by bitch ass niggas that on this TV that can talk crazy to other black men, but when it comes to these white boys, they don't have none of that to say. And listen to, and before we leave, I want to play this right here. Shout out to these two brothers right here that got on Stephen A. Smith's ass for not calling it down the middle. Shout out to my brothers right here. Let's check this out before we go.
Company that owns UFC, Ariel, is Stephen A.'s agent.
Friends.
But his
so if
agent.
you've got friends in high places, then I guess you're gonna get a pass when it.
So that's what it is. Shout out to you. That's what I'm saying, chat. Every non-black person is not against us. But you got to call the ones out that choose not to see the white supremacy, because those are the snakes. It's the non-black people that know white supremacy is going on and they choose to ignore it. But shout out to these brothers right here that know what it is and call it out.
Comes to these things. The way I was taught then, and I have a feeling we all were taught the same, you don't put your hands on a woman. And guess who believes in that? And guess who has said that?
Dana White.
Dana freaking White.
Dana White.
He knows that we're on this air. He knew ahead of time because I reached out to him to let him know I would be talking about this.
Look at that. Look at that. He had to call him and let him know. Listen, bro, you know I got to speak on it, man. But I'm going to try to be nice. I'm going to try to keep it clean. But you know I got to talk about it.
On it. He knows that he crossed a line that he has never crossed before and that he swears he will never cross again. And he's incredibly ashamed of himself. And that's just where we are.
And I wish the
years ago, if you look at his Instagram stories, is he on there with one of the Nelk boys promoting the fact that he just had a great night at the Red Rock Casino in Las Vegas gambling? Does this look like a guy who's embarrassed? This is 2-3 days ago. This is the mother of his children. This is his wife of 30 years.
Shout out to my G right here. Once again, fellas, this is what I be trying to tell y'all. Because I don't want you to think I preach racism or hatred. I hate white supremacy. I hate people that use their white power and they able to make these black niggas ball up in knots. When you got people out here that speaking the truth, no matter what race they are, you rock with it, you take it and you accept it. We need people that, if you're going to be an analyst, call it down the middle. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an influencer. I'm bigger on Twitch than I am YouTube. But guess what? I call it down the middle. I get on women ass and I get on men ass. I ain't over here to get some love and cool points for the fellas. Nah, I'm over here to speak my opinion. And I think my opinion is valuable. Some of y'all think it's valuable. Some of y'all think I'm just here bullshitting. I ain't over here to get no ladies. I ain't over here to get in y'all draws. So I ain't going to be over here to say, well, I agree with the ladies. No, I ain't looking for no cool points for the fellas, and I ain't looking to get in no goddamn lady draw. I'm calling it down the middle. When I see fuck shit, I see fuck shit. Same way I got to treat my daughter, it's the same way I come to the YouTube. I call it down the middle. If my daughter go out here and do some reckless shit and get herself in trouble, now why you do that? Why you put your hands on that boy? Now he done hit you back. Gone in the house. Some of y'all might view it different. I'm finna go hell on that. He ain't no way he put his hands on my daughter. My daughter should have put her hands on him. That's me. If my daughter go out here and try to jump on these boys and thinking that, I sit right there in the car, watch them get their lick back. Now I would hope he didn't hit her too hard, then I might got to get out the car. That's why I had to stay in the gym, because I got 4 daughters. I got to stay in the gym. I'm scared that these niggas gonna try. Like I said, if my daughter thinks she can go out here and just attack men because she see what social media allow, no, daddy ain't finna come. Daddy gonna let that boy get a lick back. Hey man, go on get your lick back. That's the father I am. Y'all might say it's wrong, but I'm gonna teach my daughter a lesson. If you go out there and play boy type of football, then you gonna get hit like a boy. You want to go play football with the boys? They shouldn't have to say, man, it's a girl on the field. Her ass shouldn't be out there. Run her motherfucking ass over. That's what, yeah, I ain't, man. I call it down the middle. I do not want my daughter to be getting attacked by men, but I don't want my daughter attacking men.
Like a guy who's embarrassed. God forbid something like that happened to you or I, Dan. Would you be on your Instagram promoting that you were up all night gambling with someone half your age? I don't think so. And so all these people are embarrassing themselves. The fans are embarrassing themselves. The vocal minority, because there's a lot of them who don't agree with these actions. The fighters are embarrassing themselves. And we're waiting to see what Endeavor is going to do.
A few points to hit on. ESPN has been a broadcasting partner of the UFC since 2018. The network signed a 5-year deal with the promotion that was extended by 2 more years in 2019 as the UFC continues to provide tons of content for TV and digital. White subsequently signed a 7-year deal with the UFC to remain president. Since the video was released, ESPN has been criticized for failing to properly condemn White's act.
And this is why he's not getting any backlash in the media. Boy, I tell you the truth. This is funny. So we don't play by the same rules, which I know.
Of domestic violence. MMA reporter and ex-ESPNer Helwani slammed their coverage of White, citing a double standard in how the media views the UFC president compared to an executive from another sport. And here's the thing. Before having Helwani on, Dan Le Batard, an ex-ESPNer as well, has a lot of inside baseball on this, would talk about it on his show, and he would say, usually with these things, if there is a video and there is mainstream media pressure, and ESPN is the one most capable of applying mainstream media pressure, but they have an uncomfortable relationship with Dana White that ran off the one journalist that they had in the sport, Ariel Helwani. And we ran into it because Dana has a great deal of power at ESPN, Le Batard said. How is that story going to be covered? How is that story supposed to be covered? Usually, that video to a person of power is hugely damaging. Everywhere in sports. Everywhere in sports. But this guy works on his own plane with an outfit and with power that doesn't come with a great deal of governance. Le Batard concluded. Like, who is there to punish him? And if it happened with Goodell or an owner, can you imagine it'd be quiet? Because I don't imagine if we had video of that, it'd be quiet. After White struck his wife, some focus went into what would occur with Dana White's newest venture, a slap fighting league called Power Slap. It was set to premiere January 11th, but has been pushed back 1 week to January 18th, when the New York Times reached out for comment from Endeavor, who owns the UFC, and also, of course, ESPN, who they are in partnership with, both declined. when Dana White was asked for comment. In a rarity, he declined. The only press he has done has been with TMZ, and Ariel Helwani has thoughts on that.
What was embarrassing about the interview was the way TMZ handled it. Now we know.
Facts. And I did a video with the TMZ edition covering Dana White. And man, you go look at, if you haven't seen it, I should be dropping it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to drop it tomorrow. I got so many videos ahead of it. But man, that dude was so sad to ask Dana White these questions. And the other black dude was like, well, you know, Dana White, you know, they were just so, it was like they was leading him to what they wanted him to say. It's the same thing we see in the courtroom. Objection, leading, Your Honor. Like, they were so sad to be asking him about the altercation. The white dudes that had their head down, like, they just felt so hurt to be asking this man about him putting his hand on his wife, which the same man who speaks against domestic violence somehow now is being domestic violence, and nobody have anything to say other than the little peoples out here. Y'all have a great night, man. Thank y'all for the support. I really appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Once again, I'm just trying to, I wish the world was different. I understand a lot of y'all are comfortable in your life and you don't want to mess up nothing that you got going on for yourself. So, you know, a lot of this stuff don't really matter to you. But it mattered to me because, you know why? One day I'm going to be dead. One day you will be dead. But your kids going to have to grow up in this world where how long we going to keep letting shit be unfair? How long are we going to keep ignoring the food industry, poisoning our food, water? How long are we going to ignore the fact that they say the world is overly populated, yet they coming out with new robots? We're gonna
Bello on the